What up, Huck Squad? I'm coming at you with a quick disc review on the new Discmania Notion, which is a new putter that Discmania is offering. And I'm at the World War I Memorial Park, which is a 9-hole course right near my house. And look at this. Brand new turf tee pads. I'm looking forward to getting out there and trying this. I'm just gonna be playing 9 holes. I'm throwing the Notion off of every single hole. I have an EXO hard and I have an EXO soft. Maybe I'll see a difference in stability towards the end of the video, but I'm just gonna be throwing these off every tee, seeing how they fly and just kind of seeing how I can shoot with them. So hope you guys enjoy this quick Notion review. And the flight numbers are 2-3, -1-0. So hole 1 is 245 feet, slight dog leg to the right. So I'm just gonna try to put these out nice and flat, maybe a tad bit of Annie, and just have them hold the line. So that just went dead straight pretty much. Gonna try to turn this one a little bit more. Oh, thought we were past that, but it felt good out of the hand. So that one actually snuck through all the trees and only left me like a 12-foot putt. Kind of just rode dead straight. It really never turned and it really never faded. So that was a beautiful first flight. Hole 2 might be my favorite hole on the entire course. It is just a dead straight, slightly downhill tunnel shot. 290 feet, pretty much a 300-foot shot. You really just gotta either pop something up on a hyzer and let it go, or a disc like this, if I throw it nice and flat, judging by the line on the last hole, should just hold it the whole way. So hitting the line is the first object in my way, so let's see how this flies if I can actually hit the line. Go in. Oh. Go in. Oh, I actually hit the post. I've never done that before. I've played this course probably dozens of times and I've never hit metal from the tee on this hole. Holy crap, that was the EXO soft. Let's see if I can replicate it with the EXO hard. A little lower. Still hit the gap, got myself to C2. Okay. Easy birdie on that one. Not necessarily an easy birdie hole, but when you throw it like that and it flies like that, that was so cool. So 2 down through 2 on my first shots. We're at hole 3. Tiny bit of a dog leg to the left. You just got to split a few gaps there and kind of decide what gap you want to split through, but 230 feet par 3. I've been throwing the soft first so far, so I think I'm just going to roll with that. Throw the soft first every time, then throw the hard. Too low. Yep. Wasn't able to penetrate through any of the gaps there. I threw it a little low. Oh. Hit. It's gonna be a tough birdie from either one of those. I'm probably gonna be 40 or 50 feet away from either lie, so most likely gonna be a par for this one. We got a crazy death putt through the trees. Like I said, probably about 60 feet away from here. Sit. That was actually a really good tree. 2 down through 3, and there is a massive drop off behind the basket right here, but I am gonna go over to my other shot, see if I can hit a little jumper uphill. Oh man, I gotta split the trees. Yep, I gotta split the trees. If I make this would be insane. Oh, that was sick. I have to show you guys that angle. That was insane. My disc was in the leaves right there, so I had to kind of straddle, but I was right in the middle of this. Like, that was my exact sight. So I popped it up a little bit high through the gap and was able to catch high chains. That was so cool. So far, I'm having an absolute blast throwing these discs. We're only 3 holes in, and these discs are flying like a dream right now. Typically, I prefer hard exoplastic over soft exoplastic, but I'm throwing the soft first right now, and it's throwing pretty well. So I can almost guarantee that one of these 2 discs is gonna make it into my bag. Looks like they haven't gotten to the middle section, so it's probably gonna be 4, 5, 6 that don't have the turf tees. So look at the tee pad that you see here and how much of an improvement the turf tee pad is compared to that gravel. So I can't wait until all 9 holes have turf tees. It's just really gonna make a huge difference for this course. Hole 4 is 320 feet, You can see the basket perched all the way on the hill out there. Normally if I have my bag, I have to throw like my instinct or something a little bit faster to get myself there. So if I get myself all the way to the front face of that hill, I will be extremely happy. It's getting humid out here. My hands are getting sweaty. Oh, yanked it, but still hit the wrong gap. That's actually gonna go pretty far. I'm gonna be like circle 2 right side of the hill. Nope. Oh! Misreleased both of them, just trying to power up a little bit too much on them, but I think they'll still be easy threes. I don't know. My first one actually did sneak all the way to the top of the hill and probably left me like a 45 footer. So let's see if I can that. The horse flies out here are crazy right now. Ooh. Can't hit them all. That one was probably like 20 feet maybe. Got a nice little puddle in the middle of the tee pad, so gonna have to tee off right in front of that. But hole 5 is straight uphill and it is 245 feet, but it probably plays like 300 because that hill is actually massive in person. It is just so humid out right now. We finally got through a little heat wave that we were going through, but it's still like 85 and just so sticky right now. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to get a real putt on. See if I can adjust a little bit on the second shot here. I think I was just thinking too much about my footing on this tee pad, but I'm just going to walk right through the puddle. That's probably the best I can do on this hole with a putter. Landed in a big pile of junk here. The hill is too sloped right now for me to give you like a good angle of this shot. So you're just getting a little reaction cam here. I usually like a flat top, kind of like a tactic or something like that. But let's see if we can kind of pop this one up there. Sit. Look at me like a 20 footer. It did hold pretty good. It didn't turn over for me, which I'm kind of surprised about. Second shot left me about a 45 footer again. Another sloping green, so if I miss this, it could easily roll down the hill. Oh, nice. Great putt. I am definitely not upset with a 3 on that hole. Hole 6, also a really tough birdie. You got to get yourself, what is it, 255 feet, but at the very end it finishes on a giant rock. So you have to kind of throw it high enough so that even at the end it still lands on the rock. It's going to be really hard for me to get my putter to actually land up on top of the rock that far away, but give it a rip. That was such a smooth shot. It just very slowly drifted to the right, and it's going to leave me an easy up and down for 3, but almost no putt for a 2. I'm going to try to throw this one a little harder, see if I can give it a little bit more height, but it's kind of a low ceiling shot. Doink. That one hit the front of the rock, but neither of them really had a chance to get the elevation to finish on top of the rock at the end. You can see the basket up there on top of the rock. Extreme death putt. And that second shot landed in front, probably about 4, maybe 50 feet with an uphill shot. The first shot drifted to the right a little bit, also probably about 50 feet. I would lay these up, but it's kind of just semantics because I'm just going to lay up and then walk to the next hole. So I am just going to walk right to the next hole. I said screw it, I'm just going to send a putt. Even if it misses and goes 50 long, I'm walking that way anyways. Ooh, yeah, extremely tough putt. I gotta say, World War I has some of the coolest greens, coolest putting greens out of any course in our area. This is just treacherous. Like, you really gotta get yourself inside circle 1 to give a good birdie look on that basket. It's kind of dangerous right here, but I can't believe my disc actually stuck up here. I thought it was gonna be way, way, way down the hill. Still got a par. Let's get it. Hole 7 is a 250-foot par 3, also plays uphill. I'm gonna be taking the backhand hyzer line around this corner. It's going to be really tough for me to give myself a putt once again because I usually throw like a PD or something a little faster on this hole just because it's uphill and it finishes pretty far to the left behind that rock. But let's see where we can get with the notion. Gotta make sure to give this some height. Oh, that flipped up and went dead straight and then kicked perfectly off a tree. I actually might be in circle one now. That was insane. It was gonna go way too straight though if it didn't hit that tree, so a little more hyzer. Also, for anyone curious, I am fan gripping everything in this video. I don't know where either of the discs are, so you guys can see them at the first time as me. We have one right there. I'm assuming that's probably my first one that got a nice kick off the tree, but I don't know where my second one landed. Probably in here somewhere. So I've been throwing the soft first every time, and this is the soft one, so this was my first shot. I'm getting birds out here like I don't normally get with my regular bag. This is awesome. Gotta find that other disc though. I need a little breather here. It is just so muggy out here. I'm starting to sweat pretty bad, but at hole 8, probably the shortest hole on the layout. It's a par 3 still, 210 feet. And one of them, I'm gonna swing around the right side, and one of them, I'm gonna go up the middle on a little bit of a turn over here. Beat it. Oh, that was the best anhyzer I've thrown in like a month. Wow, so straight. All right, that's a putt. Oh, grip lock. Once again, we have a basket that's just on a hill with a giant drop off behind it. So this is an extreme death putt. Nice. These actually do feel money for putting. Look at the drop off behind this basket. It is another 30 feet down there. Just absolute death putts here. The way that the tee box looks with the turf and with this new concrete slab set of stairs on this hole just looks absolutely beautiful. This is a great tee pad for a finishing hole out here. Hole 9 is 300 feet and you can clearly see we got a left line and a right line. Typically if I have my regular bag, I'm throwing a super flippy mid-range up the left side, having it drift and just hold to the right. That right side line is just extremely tight to hit the whole way, so it's hard to actually commit to that line. But last 2 throws with the Notion. Hold, hold. I will take that 10 out of 10 times. Flip, flip. Nice. I don't know what else to say about these discs. I've hit almost every line today. These are immediately making the bag. It's probably gonna be the hard one, but today I've actually been throwing the soft one a little bit better. So who knows which one is gonna make the bag, but 100% the Notion is making the bag. All right, time to end it on a 60-foot banger. Here we go. No freaking way! What is this? That was first take, I swear. What? There is nothing else that I can say about this disc. If you've made it this far in the video, you have seen how much I love this disc and how awesome it flies. Even my putting has been great with it. So this disc spoke for itself if you made it this far. Right now in the bag, I have 3 throwing putters. I have a flippy Link, I have a straight Cosmic Fury 1, and I have an overstable P3X. This is most likely going to be replacing my Cosmic Fury 1. I just can't get enough of throwing this putter. You can throw it hard, you can throw it soft, you can throw it on Annie, it's gonna hold, you can throw it flat, it's gonna hold. When it beats in, this is gonna be a perfect throwing putter. So if you made it this far in the video, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe. I got a ton planned, a brand new series coming up. I've talked to a couple of you about it, but that new series should be starting as soon as I get home from vacation. And yes, I am going to Florida, I am going to Disney for the first time in my life, and I'm almost 30 years old. So if you've made it this far, leave a comment wishing me a happy vacation, and go get yourself some Huck Squad merch. The link is in the description, and go get yourself a Discmania Notion. Wow.